baseball fans, and welcome Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set. Today's starter for Colorado, Kyle Freeland. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it.
Tigers come off a day off, started 3-game set with the Colorado Rockies, and we actually face a left-hander for our second consecutive game. Kyle Freeland on the mound for Colorado.
First pitch misses.
You did finally make it over 80 and pick the stick, yes. Torkelson, in the 2 games we played on, what was that, Sunday, 2 for 2 with 2 walks in the first one, hit a home run and then struck out, I think, 3 times after that in the next. Ball 2 to Andy Ibanez. And we'll see if we do suck here the first couple innings. Day off from Tigers yesterday, but a day off stream entirely, so I didn't play any games at all.
Right through there for a strike.
Freeland does not have great velocity on that fastball. Will even dip into the 80s. Sinker, though, sits right in there at the same velo, which is usually pretty good for timing purposes anyway.
Next
wow.
He's in for a strike.
Problem is, that sinker rather, had some sink on it. Looked like a ball up top, and then it actually wound up right down the middle. 2-2. And all the way in there on Andy. I did watch movies, yes. 2 of them are horror movies, but, I mean, well, kind of horror movies. And then the other one could be a horror movie depending on who you are. Ibanez, first swing of the game, right center. That's out number 1.
And there's one down.
So I watched The Shining fully ever for the first time, and then we made the mistake of, so it was suggested to me that I watch Dr. Sleep immediately after that because she didn't like it and I didn't really either.
He's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
And then fucking White Chicks, because that's a great transition.
Gleyber Torres stands in now.
It's like when I watched Michigan beat Ohio State for the first time ever, and then we was at a family like Thanksgiving thing, and everyone's just like, "Oh, let's watch a Disney movie now." Like, it's a strange transition, but wound up working okay. I fell asleep during White Chicks though. Saw the important bits. Ooh.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, Kyle Freeland has actually been fairly impressive here to start. Attacking Gleyber quite tough, despite that sinker. We just didn't barrel it up. And a ground ball, chopper, and through.
That's a base hit.
Tigers with a 1-out single from Gleyber Torres. And this reworked lineup against left-handed pitchers, we have kept Riley Green and Kerry Carpenter in the order, but have now dropped them to 5th and 6th, and just kind of an experiment. We're moving Torque up to the 3rd spot today, just to see what's happening. Ooh, good strike inside.
It's 0-1. Freeland, in his 9th season, 31 years old.
Wait for a mistake here.
In his home state of Colorado.
That wasn't a mistake. That was another really good sinker on the outer edge. I was expecting it to come back a little bit. 0-2. Just about everything open for Freeland here. Fouled it away. Wait, the sinker again. Might have been just low. Say we got it mostly timed up well. If he throws it again, it makes a mistake. Well, he didn't, and that might actually be a double play. Not the start at the plate that we would have liked, but we'd at least get a hit early. Doesn't always happen when we have a day off from the game. Usually we suck for about 5 innings. Well, on the hill for us today, Jackson Jobe. IRL game postponed in a doubleheader on Thursday, so Jobe actually starts tomorrow's game, but no rain delays and all that here in... Actually, I think it's rain and snow that Colorado is getting right now. Tigers coming off a series where we won 3 of 4 against the Angels. That one loss, the first game of our Sunday doubleheader, was a bit unfortunate.
That one missed.
Just couldn't hit. Like, we could hit, but like we got on base just fine. Couldn't drive anybody in. 10 runners left on base and 3 double plays. Not what you're after. Swing and a miss. Sweeper up there. Kind of middle away. Jackson Jobe will strike out the leadoff hitter. Brenton Doyle way out in front of it. Throwing that a little bit elevated actually helped us out a little bit sometimes. Snow games are fun. I kind of wish that that was something that would come into MLB The Show, like in the right situations. Like, obviously, I don't want it snowing in July, but Cutter will be fouled away by 2-hole hitter Owen Miller. 21, out in front on the cutter. Let's try this. Ooh, got him to chase. Having 98 miles an hour on that fastball will help. 1-2 on Miller. Cutter got him looking. I didn't even think that was that good of a cutter, but it must have moved a shit ton. Jackson Jobe has struck out the first 2 Rockies. And now Tovar into right center field. Decently long run for Riley Green, but he's there with no issues. 1-2-3 inning for Jackson Jobe, including the 2 strikeouts. Tigers will send Keith, Carpenter, and Green, 3 left-handers, to the plate in the top of the 2nd inning. And I'm just now realizing that maybe that wasn't the smartest thing to do, but at the very least, I think Colt Keith and Riley Green can be somewhat productive here against Freeland, assuming anybody is going to be able to today.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1 to Keith. Chopper. Not what we needed to do. High throw, but corralled at first. 1 away. Not shaping up to be a very good inning for us. I think Colt Keith is usually the best chance to get on base in terms of our lefties. Lefty on lefty, anyway. That's pretty good contact there for Kerry Carpenter against the lefty, unfortunately. Right at Brenton Doyle. Well, a couple of quick outs, so we're going to look for Riley to see a few pitches here. At least get him to a 10-pitch average per inning through the first 2. Unfortunately, that might mean taking the first 2.
Some good hitters will do that.
Freeland's firing in strikes. He's really not messing around too much.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters
2 pitches right down the middle. No idea where we're going here.
Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
All right.
That missed by a lot.
I wasn't sure if he was going to go right down the middle again or throw something a mile out of the zone. Well, mile out of the zone it was. 1-2 the count.
And that's
2. A couple of sliders never came close. I still don't feel exactly 100%, by the way, for the record.
That's off.
That was a little bit closer.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
McKinstry due up, full count on Green. Ball 4. Well, first 2 in for easy strikes. Threw 1 pitch after that even really made us think. It's not a terrible idea, I suppose, to take out McKinstry instead, but you just never know.
That is if you are the offensive
side
of it.
Zach McKinstry in now.
Well, safe to say we got him to 20 pitches through 2. Slider had a lot of late break to it. Felt like it was just going to float in right in the middle of the zone where he was throwing those first couple pitches to Riley.
Slider flips the zone.
3 sliders to Zach McKinstry, way out in front of the first one, and then that one just clips the edge of the zone. Disgusting. All sliders. He got the call on that third one, and I really didn't think we were going to see it again.
We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's going to be Michael Tolia.
Now, Michael Tolia. I always thought it was pronounced Toglia.
And there's a foul ball.
Foul looks. First pitch is fouled away. That was a 9-pitch inning for Jackson Jobe, by the way. It's all over that changeup. Nah.
Now 1-2.
Unfortunate that we threw that pitch where we did. 1-2. Got him way out in front of the sweeper. Jobe has 3 strikeouts through 4 Rockies. Man, oh man. I don't know what the hell he thought that was. Maybe a cutter? I don't know. Felt like he would have been way out in front of the cutter. Ryan McMahon's been a Colorado Rocky for a minute.
1 down, base is empty.
Nah.
Ball 1 there.
Really couldn't expect McMahon to be swinging at that. That's a cutter, and that's trouble. Took a pretty good pitch, low and away. McMahon in with an easy double. He's going to stretch this to third. Not the best throw in. And that will be a triple with 1 away here in the second for Ryan McMahon.
The opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball.
Route to the ball wasn't that great in the first place, but then a bad throw that skipped into the cutoff man. Not good.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently.
Ooh, way late.
2 strikeouts per game over his last 10.
1 strike. 1 away.
Very, very good fastball from Jobe. Oh, he popped it up. McKinstry's going to move in. I don't think they send him, and they do not. So 2 away now. We'll sacrifice fly here in the second inning. Tyro Estrada, 195 average, but does have 9 RBIs.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
I think we go cutter. Popped up. This is to Baez. Shallow left field. And that will end the inning. So, good job for Jobe pitching around the 1-out triple. I mean, getting a couple easy outs there in shallow left field. That's huge. Let's see if I can break out of my own internal slump and hit a ball again.
Was not good as we take a check of the numbers.
There's numbers there for the Rockies. It's almost like Kyle Freeland is saying that's no good. We're turning that around. All of a sudden, it got very red here in Colorado. Sunset coming in.
Back to work. Fought off foul.
It's a ball I think we should be able to get. Baez 0 for 6 in his career against Freeland, so perhaps why.
And that's in there.
Way out in front on that thing. I was just going to hope it went low. I thought it might be a changeup, but no. Ground ball to third. Baez will ground out to start the inning.
Good slider inside right there. Batter biting the.
So now Dylan Dingler, been a bit of a surprise the last couple games that he's played. He's actually hit the ball fairly well, at least getting on base. Not hitting for power, but singles will do.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
We'll take singles out of the number 9 spot. Ooh, somehow checked that.
No score.
No idea how, and there's that heavy sinker from Freeland again. Yeah.
In there for a strike.
He's throwing quality strikes too, primarily. Outside of those ones that we were taking for Riley Green, it's been mostly pretty quality pitches. Dingler hit it well. Right field, going back there. Oh, it's off the wall. Dylan Dingler with a one-out double. Whoa. Shit, that surprised me. I thought it was getting caught.
Right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well.
Got ate up by the massive wall out there in right.
It's out of here easily.
Kind of midway up the wall there. Never really threatened leaving the yard. That's a surprise from Dylan Dingler. He's really coming along now.
Back to the top of the lineup.
Well, gotta see this as a great chance. Andy Ibanez, then Glaber. Torque if we can get anybody on here. Extend an inning for Torkelson. Post-roster update. Could be very dangerous. And, well, maybe not. Who needs torque? Andy Ibanez has hit one out. 2-0 Tigers on Andy's third.
It's 2-0.
Kind of similar to the Dingler double. It surprised me, but I mean, it really feels like for one of the first times almost ever that I've played a game at Coors Field in MLB The Show, the ball's really flying. I don't think that ball that Dylan Dingler hit had any business being as deep as it was, but alas, it was. Tigers offense comes alive here in the third.
A foul ball.
Slider just very similar to the sinker in a way. A lot of late break to it. Feels like there's no real way to know where it's going to be. Oh.
Zone and a called strike.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck, Glaber. Somehow got a piece of that. Left that one up a little bit. I kind of had a feeling he was going to go down and in again. Thought we had a chance to get out in front and pull that, but nope, came too far inside. That one, never close. Everything you could say down and in to Glaber Torres here. Outside has to be... He's going to go there eventually if the at-bat goes on long enough. Down low.
That skips into dirt.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Oh, damn. That's a solid changeup. That was not the pitch I was expecting on the outer edge, as you can tell by the timing. 2-2. Well, make it full.
3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good
one out base runner for Torque, even though Torque grounded into the double play his first time. Spells danger. Do it again.
Foul ball, he stays alive.
Keeps taking a little off that sinker, not throwing it really as hard as he can. Good battle here for Glaber, pitch number 9.
One down, base is empty.
That one a rocket to center field. Not, oh, it does get down over the head of Brenton Doyle, and Gleyber Torres with a one-out double in the third straight hit for Detroit.
2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Triple and home run away from the cycle. Long way away from that.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. 0 for 1 so far.
Well, Jesus. No double play possible for Torque here. Although, anything's possible for Torque, really. 221 average, but it had dipped as low as 213.
Man at second. That one fouled.
There's that slider again. I never know if he's just going to break straight down or straight in. I'm just guessing, and most of the time guessing wrong. Inside, 2-1.
It's 2-1.
Freeland really loving that slider here this inning. Really loved it throughout the first 3. Ground ball, and, well, Torque's out, but no double play.
A well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Now we go to Colt Keith.
0
for 1 with a ground out. Pitch number 50 upcoming for Kyle Freeland, which back in the second, when we were just trying to get his pitch count to 20, I didn't think this was possible. Ground ball, another chopper on the infield, taken by McMahon, and that will end the inning. But Andy Ibanez, it's his 3rd of the season to make it 2-0. Dylan Dingler, Andy Ibanez combination there.
And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now the left fielder,
Sam Hilliard. To be honest, I don't know who this is.
High fly ball.
I got really scared for a second. I thought we were going to get to John Singleton again.
Hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Still could. Wow, he swung at that. Oh, my. That pitch should have been breaking farther and farther away that whole time.
0-2 now.
And into center.
Field.
Green underneath it.
Hauls it in for the out.
I know I've explained this. We didn't play Houston all that long ago, but last year I had no idea who John Singleton was. We faced the Astros. I said that very next, or in this first at-bat against me, he hit one out.
Last 5 games.
So I do try and,
Misses
wow.
Just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
First real blown call of the day comes to your bottom 3. I do try to not say that I don't know a dude, because we're just going to get John Singleton.
Right through there for a strike.
Hunter Goodman, number 9 hitter here for Colorado, is batting .083. Changeup drops in.
The zone, and that's strike 2.
I think we go at him. Guy's batting under 100 here. Oh, wow. I thought we were at least going to get a fight. That's a fastball from Jackson Jobe at 99, top of the zone. His 4th strikeout, and now Brenton Doyle. Whoa.
And a miss. 0-1.
So, like, yes, we know the Colorado Rockies are bad. But I would imagine at some point they're going to get something going. Now, I guess to be fair, I don't really think... I haven't played with the Rockies since we did Rockies Rebuild. So I don't really know how good or bad they are. But that was a long time ago, and that series went on for a while. So by the end of it, I don't know if there were many original Rockies left. Got him. Sweeper away. Strikeout number 5 for Jackson Jobe. Cruising today against Colorado.
It's the Tigers 2 and the Rockies nothing.
Best viewers again. You know, like, how many best viewers can there possibly be?
Jackson Jobe with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the 4th, Kerry Carpenter.
Now it's Carpenter And then Green, and then I think McKinstry.
Off the plate inside, and it's 1-0. Carpenter.
A bit of a close one. Edges have been fairly generous outside of the one call that Jobe just had go against him.
He scored 10 times in the last 10 games.
Hit hard left field. Bad reaction and a dive. No good, and that's going to be a single for Carpenter.
Now batting.
He overdove that in left field.
To walk in his first trip to the plate.
Kerry Carpenter hit against the lefty, and now Green.
That's in there. It's 0-1.
As I said, the edges have been generous. Maybe not that generous so far today, but you kind of figured it was coming.
That misses,
1-1.
and it's 1-1.
Oh, he's really
Not shaping up to be a long day for Kyle Freeland.
Certainly
Certainly can't afford too many more hits here in the fourth, otherwise I don't know if he'll survive the inning. And into left field, I do believe that's going to drop, and it does.
That'll fall for a base hit.
First two Tigers have reached here in the fourth.
Two consecutive base hits for these guys here.
And I mean, maybe dropping Carpenter and Green in the order against lefties, maybe that's the way to go. Maybe they'll see a little bit more competitive, or at least more hittable pitches.
First and second, no outs.
So now McKinstry.
McKinstry, the next to hit. That's in there.
He's been so breaking ball heavy that when we get a first pitch sinker, it just freezes. God forbid a first pitch fastball.
And a foul ball.
I was really banking on that slider doing more. Didn't do anything. It just sat inside, and we were a little bit behind it. Off the glove.
With this one behind the plate.
That was bizarre.
Stirring in the Colorado bullpen.
Yeah, as we expected.
Up and throwing. Herget.
Jake Bird, Jimmy Herget warming up for the Rockies.
First and second.
Kyle Freeland, 58 pitches in. Has not pitched a bad game by any means. McKinstry with a bullet, and it's down. Left center field all the way to the wall. Green will round third. McKinstry heading there. Triple for Zach McKinstry that scores two. Second triple of the year for Zach McKinstry. And I mean, most guys on this team do not have the speed to get triples on a regular basis. Zach McKinstry might be the only one that does, as he's the fastest player currently on our roster, and he only has 72 speed.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Kyle Freeland departs,
well,
and this is one he'd like to
Kyle
forget.
Freeland's
Back to
day
the arm
will be
after
done.
this.
Not only will he not get out of the inning, I don't even think he got an out.
Antonio Senzatella.
Antonio Senzatella, I believe a former, maybe even current, starter for the Rockies. 5 games this year, ERA near 7. This is how these games do generally tend to go for us. You know, you chase the starter early, and I mean, a lot of these long relievers are just starters that got bumped out of the rotation, so there's a reason they got bumped.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Fastball into Baez. Pretty rare to have a just like designated long reliever, not a starter that floats back and forth. Tigers have that in Brant Herter, but not many teams do. And into right field, that'll drive in another run. A single for Baez makes it 5-0. I'm honestly a little upset we didn't do more damage there on that. Fastball almost in the same spot as he threw the first one. Ever so slightly late on it, and Hobby didn't exactly hit it off the barrel. Dingler, left field, hit hard. Bad reaction, but a good catch in left.
And there's one down.
First out of the inning. 3 runs already home.
So the batting order turns over.
Now you got the top of the order. Now, the top of the order now, less threatening, surely, with Ibanez and Torres due up. Although both are still very good against right-handers.
Slashed foul down the right side.
You know, we don't usually see Andy Ibanez splits versus righties and lefties, but I'd be willing to say he has a higher batting average against righties, which makes no sense.
And that one upstairs, ball one.
1-1 on Ibanez. I mean, 345 on the year, and there have been a lot of games where Andy struggled against left-handers. Just not at all what we would have expected.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow
fastballs
it down right
from
here,
Senzatella. I wouldn't be shocked to get another one. Well, we did, but it's all the way to the backstop. There will be no throw. Runner on second. Chance to get the double play to end the inning. Gone.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for.
An inning that might not ever end, at least. That's what the Rockies might think right now. It feels like it's just spiraling.
Man at second.
Into center. That one's going to get down. Baez rounds third. Heads home. Good throw. Baez is safe. The ball dropped.
And it's now a 6-run
ball dropped behind home plate. That throw was beautiful. Just couldn't keep it in the glove on the tag. Oh, my goodness. Javi got a hand in there. Knocked it free.
One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Gleyber Torres.
Even when things go wrong, it's still coming up Tigers here.
First offering, and it just misses.
4 runs home in the inning.
1-0.
Still only 1 out. And already 10 pitches in for Senzatella.
Gets the outside.
Now that I see it's a changeup, I'm kind of glad I took it. I thought that was going to be a pitch we could do a little bit of damage on, but to be honest, probably not. Down low, 2-1. I mean, at this point, does Senzatella make it out of this inning?
Good count. Torres here, 3-1.
Well, we've got a call like that, and now they have 2. That's all I ever ask, that the umps are even. Gleyber, left field. Just fluttered off the bat there. Felt like a good swing. Especially with Gleyber 2 for 2 up there. Kind of a surprise to see it leave his bat like that. Well, Spencer Torkelson grounded into 2. Well, 1 double play and 1 that very well could have been. He's going to ground out again. Throw across. Oh, boy. Well, Tigers score 4. We kind of get into that stretch of the order that was pretty much designed to face the lefty in Freeland, and it unraveled a little bit. But the left-handers do up next half inning, or next inning. So Jobe back to work, 6-0 lead.
First pitch misses.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead.
Late on the fastball. Jobe's fastball has been primarily well located and has had some major zip on it today.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead.
2-1.
At this point, got to attack hitters even.
Oh, my. Oh, and Miller with a rip. Plenty of speed here. Might be 3. No. Stop sign goes up. Leadoff double for Owen Miller.
Feel good as a hitter right there. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Surprising to see the Rockies be as bad as they are, because the 2 major hits that they have, they've been rocked.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Oh, here's a good opportunity in this.
Oh yeah,
to get on the scoreboard.
That's why I like today in today's day of baseball primarily. That's why the 6th man in the rotation comes up from the minor leagues and all that.
in there.
Cutter somehow found the zone, according to our home plate umpire.
Both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time.
It's probably our worst sweeper of the day. Tovar still can't catch up.
The 0-2.
Oh, that's ripped.
Swing and a high fly.
Got plenty of air underneath it, though. McKinstry is there. Runner is tagging. Throw from Baez is not in time. Good slide to the left side of the base there.
Here's Michael Tollier.
It's really solid for Colorado. Try and get on the board here.
And it's fouled away.
Bad changeup, fouled away. Pretty much.
Jobe ready to fire now.
Whoa.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Totally ready to rip.
All game, if hitters will chase it, that's just too much
velocity. Oh, I got a piece
hitters
of that.
Gotta look down in the zone.
I've loved that sweeper just down from Jobe. It's been really fun and really effective sometimes. Oh, boy.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Wow.
On at third, one gone.
Wow, we are lucky. Missed our spot.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Foul away. Shaping up to be the longest inning of the day for Jackson Jobe. Down low, good take. 1-2. Oh, that's ripped, but right at Riley. I'd imagine the run scores on this, but to be honest, it is what it is. Still a 5-run lead. Bases cleared, 2 away.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder.
Do you have Ryan McMahon here now? Jobe's still feeling good. Great to see. And gonna be a tough play for Carpenter. He cannot make it. I mean, Jobe has thrown 9 balls this entire game. Some of that helped out by the Rockies, but still. Riley Green underneath that in center. Rockies score 1. Get on the board. It's still a 5-run lead for the Tigers. Jackson Jobe's allowed 2 hits. I thought they'd mixed in another one there, actually. So they had a double in that inning that was ripped, and then the triple. Wait, the triple that didn't go anywhere, yeah. Colt Keith, ball 1.
1-0.
I feel like I still got that wrong. Colt Keith, right field. He's hit it well. It is off. No. 1 hop off the wall. Colt Keith pulls in with a double. I lost track of it there for a second. 7th double of the year for Colt Keith.
And just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
And I mean, this is one of those times where I'm really liking this lineup, because we're going to have stretches all throughout where, I mean, they're going to have some bad matchups. You know, we started with, what, 3-4 righties. Now we got a stretch of 4 lefties.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Carpenter faces a right-handed pitcher and sends Senzatella for the first time today. Did get a base hit off the lefty in Freeland.
Man at second. Fouled off to the right.
A fastball way out in front. Gary Carpenter. It's fun to see those stats pop up. Leading the league in runs scored.
That one outside. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out.
Shouldn't be much of a surprise with 17 home runs, though. Ground ball foul. Got fooled by a splitter.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the
See where we go here.
Happens when you try to take that right back
Now
up
2-2.
That one not close. 2-2.
381 average for Gary Carpenter here in early May. Do it again. Wanted that one slightly behind it. And a rocket, but foul. He's not timing up that fastball right now. We've been out in front on, well, everyone he's thrown. Every pitch he's thrown, really. Inside, full count.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat.
To be honest, Sensatella might just be done with him. Rather face Green. How was I that far out in front? I got worse.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going heavy.
A little jumpy there.
See the crowd. They're starting to
3-2.
get into it a little bit more and more each pitch.
Ground ball.
Even though there hasn't been a ball in play
Carpenter will be out at first base with a runner.
That was a strong at bat.
And Colt Keith up to third.
Riley Green digs in now.
Well, great chance to get that run back here in Riley Green. Even just hit something hard. Don't even need a hit.
Foul ball.
Went from out in front on every fastball to just behind that one. Granted, Carpenter didn't see one up there. Good Lord. I don't really know what the plan was. Long run. I don't think this throw's even going to make it home here. Oh, they did throw it home.
It's 7-1.
Colt Keith scores standing up on the sacrifice fly for Green. Base is clear for McKinstry. 2-run triple his last time. Ball one.
Down and away for ball one.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly
McKinstry saw decent boost to his hitting in the last roster update. Changeup had us fooled.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top
Like,
of the fifth.
65 contact for Zach McKinstry. It's the most we've ever had. Down low, 2-1.
Next offer
Well,
upstairs.
are they working around Zach McKinstry? Those aren't words I ever thought I'd say. Yep, well, it appears so. 2-out walk to McKinstry, and now Baez.
Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
RBI single his last time up.
Baez.
And he did it. Well, he didn't do it. Not an RBI this time, but another opposite field single for Javi.
Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on.
Couple of 2-out base runners here for Detroit. And now Dylan Dingler.
He drove it that
1
way.
for 2 today.
Think he was thinking opposite field.
Ground ball, hit hard, bobbled. Throw to first in the dirt. Everybody's safe. Error at third base. I mean, that's making a bad mistake there worse for McMahon. You already bobbled the ball, and then you spike it. And you got plenty of time. Dylan Dingler is not quick coming down the base pass, so.
But it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right
My,
there.
oh my. So now the top of the order in Ibanez to really blow the doors off potentially.
So the lineup flips over. Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers.
Base hit.
He's
gonna
already
score
homered
2.
here in this one.
And Andy Ibanez hits one well, but kind of right at him. Tigers strand the bases loaded, but we do get that run we just gave up back. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth in a 7-1 game. 7 runs on 11 hits.
Welcome back as we take a look at how
6-run game. Sorry.
so far.
Kyle Freeland's day done. Jackson Jobe could still go a while. 6, 7, 8 here for the Rockies. Ball 1.
Side with a breaking ball.
Well, every pitcher wants run support and
Yanquiel Fernandez.
It can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack
Fouled
instead
off.
of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Late on the fastball. I don't really know if I want to go back to it. I'm going to try.
In the air,
Long run for McKinstry, but I think he's going to have a chance to make a play here at the line.
And there's one away.
Went back to it. He was still late. That'll work. Here's Tyro Estrada.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
These hitters have been very
What was that
aggressive
swing even
early in
for?
the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some
1-1.
pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Ground ball. Haven't been many of those for Baez.
Fires over to first.
2 away.
Estrada is out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Sam Hilliard.
2 down, bases
Head to
empty.
Sam Hilliard.
Here's the left fielder, Sam
Number 8
Hilliard.
hitter is 0 for 1.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this.
Pretty good
outing
take.
So far. Sometimes guys
For number 8 hitter.
coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters.
That's a pretty good changeup for Jackson Jobe.
This is
My
a
lord.
treat to watch.
That's the ball.
Look, that fastball. It's maybe not the worst thing in the world. Way late on the
Fouls
cutter.
one off. 2-2.
I gotta think. I mean, and the camera angle, of course, kind of skews it a little bit. I gotta think that cutter is moving a lot. Sweeper and another ground ball. Torres.
Torres over to first.
That'll end the
That's
inning.
the third out.
Another efficient one for Jobe.
1, 2, 3.
He could go
for the
6,
Rockies.
7.
They're down.
Lord
7-1.
knows. Here tonight. All Tigers for the moment. Later on tonight, we do have Game 2 of Round 2, Stanley Cup Playoffs and Red Wings franchise.
Gleyber Torres.
Interesting Game 1 against the Maple Leafs, but the Wings did come out on top. So Game 2, Toronto trying to steal one at Little Caesars Arena.
Senzatella back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Antonio Senzatella hasn't done a terrible job. He's certainly not been the innings eater I don't think that Colorado would have liked. 38 pitches, and he's thrown what is essentially 2 innings.
Hit in the air,
It's like the
left
last
field.
ball that Gleyber hit. In fact, he hit it even slower off the bat that time.
Up next for the Tigers.
What's Gleyber doing on
Here's the first
fastballs
baseman,
today?
Spencer Torkelson.
What is Torque doing at all?
3 ground outs.
He's grounded out 3 times.
And that one clips the corner.
Torkelson now leading the American League in strikeouts, which is not ideal, but if he's also going to be top 10 in home runs, I'm not sure I'll care.
Next offering is fouled back.
If Torque has to be home run or bust, then it is what it is.
And a good
That's a
outing.
good fastball there.
Standing in the strike zone, very impressive. That was a
Really tough
very
take.
close 0-2
1 and 2.
fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Well, he's hit
That
it
one
well.
in the air, center field.
Center field going back. It'll be caught
away.
just shy of the warning
Those could be
track
pretty
for the
fun as
second
an
out.
outfielder. Got to put it
But
into
Torque
his
finally gave one a bit of a
eyes
ride,
and go
so
a long way to track
not
that
going to
one
ground
down.
out
Nothing
for the
better
rest
than
of
that.
time.
You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And next will be the cleanup hitter.
Colt
Colt
Keith 1 for 3. Woo.
And first offering is
Senzatella really ramped up there on that one, but I think that almost played into our hand. I mean, we were still early on it. Goes to show how off I am on that fastball.
That one fouled off.
I saw it hanging, too. Ever since Senzatella's come into the game, my timing is off. Haven't
2
adjusted.
outs. Just
That
misses
missed.
with
That's a
that
ball.
one.
Throwing a good chunk of strikes early in counts, though. Really haven't had time to adjust.
Ball.
Gotten us 0-2 plenty of times, and then lets us back in the count, just trying to get us to chase, and we haven't.
That
Like,
misses
what?
the zone.
What are we doing here?
And a full
If he
count
goes
out.
down there again, it's like, what are we doing? Come inside, I think you got a chance, but what is that?
That's a good at bat.
Missed there, too.
He was down early in that plate appearance.
Old Keith, 0-2 count. 4 straight balls from Senzatella.
First base is going to have a very
And now
aggressive
Carpenter.
secondary lead. So a ball down the line
Back up.
or into the
Senzatella about to throw
will
pitch number
produce a
50,
two-out
running out of
RBI,
juice.
and those are the best.
And he had a 10-pitch
That is if
AB
you like
against
the
him last
offensive
time.
side of it.
And that is out of play.
Me and that Senzatella fastball are just not in agreement. Can't touch it. Ah, that one we touched. Right field. Close one. Off the foul pole. Home run number 18, Kerry Carpenter.
And they add to the lead. It's 9-1.
That was close. Carp doesn't hit many off the pole. Did hit midway up the pole, to be fair, but most of Carpenter's home runs are
Well, he
moonshots.
really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something.
Little
But
doink
really, it's
will
just a
end
stroke of luck that it stays
Senzatella's
fair long
day.
enough.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll
This
see a
is
change on the
kind
mound.
of the
Antonio
expected
Senzatella
outcome
is done. We'll be back in a minute
here
with a
against
new
the Colorado
arm.
Rockies. I do have to be honest, even though Kyle Freeland pitched pretty damn
Jake
good.
Bird.
It just damage to his pitch count and get into the bullpen. And now Jake Bird, who, well, I skipped his stats. I have no idea how good he is or not.
But I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Green
No
in the
balls,
box
one strike.
now. No
Rough
balls
call,
and a
but maybe
strike.
the umpire just wants to get things rolling.
Where'd that last pitch miss?
Oh my God! What in the... What? On a day where the zone has been fairly consistent, edges have been given. That missed!
2 down, nobody on.
Right back at him.
Flying drive. And that's
Another
base
2-out
hit
hit for the
center field.
Tigers. Riley Green.
Up next for the Tigers,
Now
Oh,
the left
my
fielder,
goodness.
Zach McKinstry.
McKinstry.
Well, McKinstry 1 for 2. The triple walked his last time.
And ball
That's a
one.
ball. 1-0.
A rough start for Jake Bird. Already allowed a hit. Right back at him. McKinstry, ground ball. Good play
He takes it himself
by
to the
Tolia
bag,
at
and that'll
first.
do it. But two
Gary
come across
Carpenter
to
goes
score in the
deep.
inning, courtesy of this
The
two-run
best
homer.
type of
And they're
doink.
starting to run away. It's now 9-1.
We're
Back
starting
after
to
this
run
on the
away.
show.
No, 7-1. 7-1 was not running away. 9-1.
This game's a bit of a
League
blowout,
up
Singy. Let's
for
talk
the
about
Rockies.
something random.
The
Let's
catcher,
do it.
Hunter.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo.
what?
Back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say
I feel like I just want to sit back and
that's
just
how
listen to the
valuable it was
commentary here.
because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Let's talk about something random. It's a blowout, they said. Right after we had just decided that we were starting to run away.
So I think it's
Not
great
that we
now
had
most
already
of
done
these
it.
Teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
And
Got him
he pulled
looking.
Back. He's rung up on strikes.
Really love
That
the
might have
sequence
been
right
a
there.
swinging
I'm telling you,
strike.
pitcher and
Strike
catcher on the
regardless.
same page right
Number
now.
9, Brenton.
So the Rockies
Here's
lineup
Brenton
turns
Doyle.
over. Next to hit for the Rockies, Brenton Doyle.
0 for 2 today.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
Oh,
For a
good lord.
non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was
Hit
comparing-
hard.
This one
Carpenter
swung
on the
out.
run. That
Back
is
there.
going foul.
And that is a foul ball.
I'll never forget the
Pitch
time
counted
that I cut Jose
outstanding.
Canseco's hair.
Shape.
He had a pretty big melon
For
Boog.
Jackson
And,
Jobe.
Big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
Oh, he
There's a
got a
little
piece of
pressure there,
that.
too, because he had a big date. that
Jose
night. He wanted me to
Canseco
make
had a
sure that
big
everything looked
dome.
good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a big guy too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large.
1-2.
Next offering way upstairs.
Sounds like Austin talking about Jordan Davis. Ooh.
Wow, That's a tough pitch to lay off.
Oh, the commentary is back to talking about the game. 2-2 here. 3-2.
Outside.
Might need to start getting some bullpen action going. Got him looking. That cutter just fell in there.
Punching out for the third time right there.
7 strikeouts tonight for Jackson Jobe.
Unsure of his timing right now, not picking up the spin and location of these pitches.
I don't think it's a bad idea to have Jobe only go 6. Not really sure who we're gonna bring in here. I really would like to avoid Brand Herter, get our long reliever back up and ready. I don't really want to use Bo Brisky as a primary guy, so if we need to eat an inning, maybe even 2 with him, to be honest, that's fine. Might also have to go with Chase Lee here today, but for the moment, we're going to warm up Sean Gunther. That's ball, a called strike. Owen Miller, 1 for 2. Double here today. Whoa. That cutter has just confused the Rockies much of the night.
And let it naturally happen.
That one's going to be trouble. Just got to get behind it. McKinstry up against the wall. It will be yet another double for Owen Miller.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH.
That's a ball I just knew we had no chance at getting, so just limit the damage.
So 2 down, Ezekiel Tovar.
Here's Tovar. He could hurt you. He could certainly hurt you. I mean, it's only going to be a 6-run game, but
next offering misses down and away.
I think the Rockies are getting the clue, however, that Jobe is running out of gas. Seem to be much more selective. Maybe not so much on that. Cutter up and in, popped up to Kerry Carpenter, ends the inning, and that double for Miller goes nowhere.
They trail it big. It's 9-1.
3 hits in this game. Owen Miller's got 2 doubles. A triple for Ryan McMahon. That is it.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
It's the Rockies Wednesday and Thursday. Our next homestand will start on Friday. City Connect's on, surely. No idea who we face. Who do we face in the next homestand? I have no idea. The Texas Rangers. All right.
First offering misses.
Ball to Javier Baez from Jake Bird.
Goes 6 feet 3 inches.
Actually struggles against right-handers more, apparently.
Back in 2018.
Baez, ground ball.
Ripped to short. Sends it to
Routine
Tolia.
play.
That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Good contact, though, by Baez. Left the bat at 1 hundo.
Dylan Dingler getting ready to
We'll see
hit.
Dylan
1 for
Dingler.
3.
Certainly not a disappointing game for Ding.
And
That's a
one
little
is lifted
disappointing,
in the
but
air.
a little pace to this game. It hasn't had
Trouble
much.
here puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Andy Ibanez up now
Andy
for the Tigers.
Ibanez. I'd say one of the early heroes of this game. Home run, got 2 runs back on the board in the 2nd inning. Is that what it was? 3rd inning.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning
Time
number
we've seen the
7.
slurve from Jake Bird. And a rocket! Ah, you love the perfect groundouts, but, you know, it's baseball. What are you going to do?
But they still hold a commanding 9-1
And he ripped that
lead.
sucker. 4, 5, 6 due up for Colorado. We'll see who we're going to bring in here.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
First baseman.
Tommy Pham goes 5 for 5. That's how you know it's a video game. That's how you know. I know I'm not in Tigers garb today. I wore my Tigers hoodie all day. It's covered in drywall. Well, drywall dust.
And the first
Oh, one to
pitch misses
Toglia.
for ball
Oh, we're
one.
just going to pitch with Jobe. No, we're not. We will go, I guess, with Sean Gunther.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change.
Jobe throws
Jackson
one
Jobe.
pitch in the inning.
Sean Gunther gets
Well,
handed
Sean
around.
Gunther's numbers
Compared to some
ugly.
days, this is a pretty low
2
leverage
games this
appearance
season,
for him,
an
so
inning and
he should be feeling
1/3
pretty
pitched.
easy out there. Still have
Pretty
to keep
horrendous
yourself sharp
ERA.
and attack the strike zone.
Switch hitter in Toglia could be dangerous.
That misses
2-0.
off the outside edge.
Jeez.
Just missed.
That's a ball.
Well, one thing we know for sure, we're not going to let this unravel here.
That one's in
If
there.
Sean Gunther ain't going to be it,
Big at bat right here.
we will make
Did
that
the team
move
thing,
quickly.
Took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work.
Found
shorten
a
up
way
that
and
swing a little bit, do whatever
found
it
a way to
takes
get
on
this to
base.
3-2. Here we go. Ground ball. Wow. Great comeback in that at-bat from Sean Gunther. I don't know if that slider was going to hit the outside edge, but a swing by Toglia
Batting, third
is the
baseman,
first out.
Ryan.
There's Ryan McMahon now.
Oh, it hit the zone all right. Also warm up Chase Lee. Yeah, we don't really have another left-hander that I'd like to throw in the game at this point.
And that's through there for a strike.
Ass and
The
pants.
Well, that's really the money
Indeed.
spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's gonna be
McMahon, one
real
of
tough
3
for hitters to
Rockies
square that
hits
up.
today.
That's what you love to see relievers do.
And he's got another.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through.
4
the center
Rockies
field. So they
hits
get a man aboard with a
by
one-out
2
single.
players. Rest of the lineup over.
Up next for the
Now it's the
Rockies,
right fielder.
the right fielder, Yankiel
Yanquiel Fernandez.
Hernandez.
And first
a rip
offering
foul.
is fouled off.
Gonna be feeling really good about Sean Gunther against bad teams if he's able to pitch a decent inning here.
And there's a foul ball.
I'm not going to lose to the Rockies today. Tomorrow, however, we got Mize. Actually, well,
Pitch
So-
misses. Now 1-2.
we're going to have Mize at some point this series, and I do think Keeter Montero is going to get a start at some point. Oh, whoa, no, it's by Baez.
Its way through to the outfield.
I wanted to dive. I don't know if it would have done us any good.
So it's first and second
Fernandez
with only
goes
one
the
away.
other way,
Tyro Estrada digging in for the
and we
Rockies.
don't have to go any farther with Gunther.
That one found hard the other way.
Never know. I mean, we've been in situations like this before where we throw in these not as good bullpen pitchers, and all of a sudden the game's close.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 to Tyro Estrada.
That's
Wow.
down and in. A slider missed.
Slider moved a shit ton. How the hell did he take
so
that?
hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Ah!
And that's a little bit high. And the count is
Come on
against
now.
2.
2 strikes.
On the ground. Wait a minute.
To second. That's
We only got 1 out of that because Ibanez sat there and looked at the ball. I still thought we had a chance for a double play, and we did, but I thought we had a chance at, throwing to second, throw to first. We should have just tagged a runner.
You too.
Ah, well. Great hitter Sam Hilliard.
That one
Thought
misses,
crossed my mind
and
of
that's
trying
ball
for a
one.
triple play, but there was no chance.
And that drops in for a strike.
Hilliard
2 on, 2
is
outs.
0 for 2 today. Judging by the
So, a foul
2.13
ball makes
average,
it
that's
1-2.
not a surprise. Sean
Swing
Gunther with a
and miss,
strikeout.
struck
Oh
him
my.
out.
Rockies get runners on. No damage is done. And hey, they finally got a hit by somebody that wasn't Ryan McMahon or
Welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second
Who got
base.
the other ones?
Gleyber Torres.
Owen Miller. That's right. Top 8. 10 pitches in for Jake Bird. Really quick 7th.
First pitch
Ball out.
misses.
Dude, there is no way possible that Colorado should be drawing more attendance than our team.
Swinging a foul straight back.
We have had games where it's like 12,000 in attendance at Comerica Park. Although, then again, you got to think about what the commentary said back on opening day. They thought the Tigers were a team that wasn't going to have much success. But, you know, maybe they're a fringe wild card team if they get hot.
That one missed.
3-1 to Glaber. Okay.
Right there for a
Cutter.
strike.
Full count.
Couple of cutters up and in here to Torres.
Fouled
Sinker
off.
fouled off.
And they'll
Do
it
that again.
That one
Wow.
misses.
That's ball
So
four.
a
Take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
A lot of uncompetitive two-strike pitches here today for Colorado.
That's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Oh, what's
So a
attendance?
man at first.
Yeah.
Spencer Torkelson.
Maybe it's
Up
just
now
a
for the
Comedy
Tigers.
Central thing.
0 for 4 with 3
Torque 0 for
groundouts and
4.
a flyout. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Probably
Umps
the
hate
best
torque, I
one
guess.
We have seen throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That
Wow.
one finds
No
the
ball,
zone,
2
and
strikes.
the count is 0-2. So
Something
here in
tells
the
me we're
first
seeing a
5 first,
slurve.
A hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one
Did he
thing
go?
he's
Did
going
not
to
go.
lean
Hey,
on
wait,
are
Woody
the
Keller for
metrics.
2
His
straight
exit
series?
velocity's been really good. He's
What?
just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
Good news is that Woody Keller, this crew, must have, they had an assignment on our day off somewhere. And Woody was behind home plate yesterday, so we will not see him back there this series.
And a ball and 2 strikes. And there's a ball.
2-2.
2-2 on Torkelson. That is incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen an opening day or a playoff game that wasn't capacity in the show.
So Torque takes the whip.
Dude, I had no idea.
Tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended
Next for the
slump.
Tigers.
It's honestly one of the worst sliders we've seen today.
You know, right now he's really in.
Like, it hardly
I'm sure
moved.
his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure
Compared to
out
the earlier
what can
sliders
get him
from
back on
Freeland, my
track,
God.
back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Like, it's so bad it's good. Because I just didn't expect. I thought it was going to clip the edge. Grounder from Keith. Flip on to second, and Cole Keith grounds into a double play.
Nothing doing for the offense that time.
Bottom of the 8th we go.
Coming up.
Still all
nine,
Tigers.
And the Rockies won.
We will certainly be taking Sean Gunther out of the game.
Back here in Denver,
Way to go.
on to the bottom of the 8th.
9-1-2 here. That is all right-handers. So we go from 53 overall Sean Gunther to 54 overall Chase Lee.
Chase Lee on the pitch out of the pen here.
And you know,
One game, one inning. That ERA looks bad, but we have to remember that's only a run.
The same intensity as a tight game, so we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness
Whoa.
matters in situations like this
A
as well.
two-seamer way low there to Goodman. That's low by half a foot.
Next offering is fouled back.
Slider at 81, it's fouled away. And I remember why I didn't like using Chase Lee. There is nothing here that really threatens anybody.
Stays alive. Good job to fight that one off.
It's probably about the best pitch I could have thrown with Chase Lee.
Stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability
Swing
to
and a miss.
foul off tough pitches.
Couldn't catch
That's just
up
a
to
chase.
him
Missed
either.
our spot on the inside part. Hunter Goodman did not hold up. And now Brenton Doyle trying to avoid the golden sombrero against a 54 overall pitcher.
Doyle stands in now and watches strike one.
Not what you want out of your leadoff hitter.
bottom half of the 8th inning.
That's a ball.
To say the least.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Dude's just looking to put a ball in play. And he does!
Ripped towards third.
On the ground to Ibanez, though.
Whips it across.
Also,
2 up, 2
still
down.
not what you're looking at out of your leadoff hitter. Brenton Doyle 0 for 4, 3 Ks and a ground out.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Owen Miller.
I've always said that the NASCAR championship race should move.
Up the middle.
To Glaber.
Torres handles.
Jump throw from Torres.
Play, inning over.
Not sure that was necessary, but we will head to the 9th inning. Tigers with one last chance to tack on any more. Lead by 8.
Back here at Coors Field, and now here is Kerry Carpenter.
No, it very much should rotate. Especially because the place that they have it now in Phoenix, I don't think is a very good championship race host.
Bird back to work. Outside low.
Jake Bird against Kerry Carpenter. Carpenter took Anthony Senzatella deep. Ended his day. Bird 25 pitches in since that moment. See if Carp can do it again.
Fouled off left side.
No. Thought for a moment we might hit one off the other pole. Also got to figure out who's going to handle the 9th here. Maybe mid-at-bat's not the time to do that. We have Bo Breesky warm. He's been warm for like 2 innings. Doesn't really matter who we go to, so we'll just put Bo in. Use all the pitchers we don't want to use on a regular basis. Slurve came up and in there. It's a really good pitch. I would never intentionally throw that there, but that's kind of why it works. Ooh! Kind of swinging on a sinker. The pitch. Carpenter's day ends. 2 hits. Riley Green. 2 for 2. That one. That sinker moved away from me by what felt like a lot.
Up next for the
It's so far out in front on that thing. And now Zach
Tigers.
McKinstry. We were talking in-game. 1 to Zach.
Ball 1.
Surprisingly, or at least unsurprisingly, rather, Jake Bird way worse
2 outs.
against left-handed bats.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-1.
Sinker cutter combination, a little rough. Also slider slurve, like just brutal. Ground ball. Tough play for Ezekiel Tovar, but he makes it.
3 up, 3 down for him there.
Well, out will come Bo Breesky to protect an 8-run lead.
Rockies won.
I'm not so sure he'll be able to do it. We shall see. Although, since Bo has come back from the IL, we've actually been pitching fairly well with him.
Lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Had some rocky moments, but overall, nothing really to complain about.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Ezekiel Tovar. 0 for 3. Probably lucky that ball stayed in the ballpark. And the 0-2. Whoa!
The shortstop takes the ball.
Yeah, that's where we wanted that. Clearly.
And he hits a
Changeup
ground
fouled
ball
away.
right side, and that's just
Bo does
foul.
not come into this game fully fresh, so may need a day off tomorrow. Popped up right behind home plate. Dingler chases it down. Out number 1.
And he makes the catch.
The first baseman, number 4,
Michael Tolia.
Tolia digging in
Also
for the
0
Rockies.
for 2. as is much of the Rockies' order, or at least 0 for something.
The last half of inning number 9.
Oh, 2.
And the 0-2.
Change up, got him.
And misses, it's a strikeout. Now only
I'm telling you.
remaining.
I know this road trip has kind of been filled with some of MLB's worst teams, but Bo Brieske, I feel like, is earning some trust here.
There's a strike. Stud. When you look at players like
fairly solid against the Angels, and now off to a good start against Colorado.
Every year you expect him to be in the All-Star
Late swing by McMahon.
glove, if not a
And I mean, now we got one of the guys for Colorado who's been one of 3 guys to get a hit all day.
Is just 1 strike away.
Got him looking. Whoa.
And that's the ball game.
2 strikeouts in the 9th for Bo Brieske. Finishes off a 9-1 series opening win. 2 straight wins now for the Tigers after dropping the 3rd game to the Angels.
Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
Well, we'll be back at it tomorrow. I do believe that Casey Mize will get the start. And then Game 3, I have no fucking clue. Jobe's 4-1, Freeland's 1-4. Tigers offense goes crazy yet again.